Hey, what's going on, guys? Paul Ryan, your host of the Dallas Cowboys, here with another day in the content challenge. And tonight's video is inspired by Foots the King. Make sure to give Foots a follow on X, aka not Twitter, aka Twitter, and on YouTube. He's putting out content every day right now. He's doing some draft analysis, doing some rookie breakdowns, player breakdowns rather, and they're really good. He's done running backs, wide receivers, linebackers, and I think he said he's working on defensive line. But anyway, this video is inspired by him because I believe it was yesterday. He tweeted out asking the question, "Are you giving up on the Dallas Cowboys 2023 draft class?" And of course, you know that draft class with Mozzie Smith, Luke Schoonmaker, Overshown, Asim Richards, and a couple of other players, Jalen Brooks, and I can't seem to remember the fourth round pick, but the pass rusher guy who we didn't get to see much of, but maybe hopefully this year we'll get to see something because from when you hear his skill set and what he's able to do, it sounds like he would have been a great fit in Dan Quinn's system, and Mike Zimmer's system. I'm not so sure, but hopefully he'll get a chance to make the team, get to show us something, if anything, maybe in preseason and training camp. Anyway, so I thought that was an interesting question because what we saw from Mozzie, of course, it came out about the team asking him to lose weight. Well, then come to find out the team didn't ask him to lose weight. So who knows what's going on there? And then the whole what just recently happened yesterday about the storage unit debacle, if you would he want to even call it that, like him not paying it and somebody buying it and everything he left in there. That has nothing to do with on the field stuff, but. And in terms of just sticking with on the field with the Dallas Cowboys draft class from last year, Mozzie Smith, I mean, he showed a little bit, but was he used correctly? It didn't sound like it based on what Foots had to say. And then Luke Schoonmaker, we know he had some moments this year. I want to say he caught a pretty important touchdown. I don't know what game it was, but he also had that one call against Philadelphia the first time we played him that got called back. That was a big touchdown, but unfortunately he didn't. Not a touchdown, excuse me, but a fourth down conversion that ended up not being completed because he didn't run a crisp route. I remember that. That was a tough play, but even him, he got injured in the preseason, and we didn't get to see a lot of him. And of course, Overshown, he had that drastic injury where he was out for the year. And outside of that, we really didn't get to see much from this rookie class. But even when we drafted these guys, of course, I'm only speaking for myself, but I felt like they were developmental guys, not players we were expecting a lot out of for the 2023 season. I thought 2024, 2025 was when we would really see what these guys were made of, to see what the roles on this team were going to be. When you look at the depth of the defensive line, you look at Jake Ferguson. I mean, what he's turned out to be. I mean, he even exceeded my expectations last year. But him and Schoonmaker on the field together, that could be pretty fun. And then Overshown, yeah, we're definitely going to need him this year. Obviously, we could have definitely used him last year. But I just, I'd like to know what y'all think about the draft class now that it's said and done. Looking at the picks that we made, and looking at the state of the team now, I mean, that depth looks like it's going to be more than depth. I mean, I think those guys are going to be all playing key roles in this upcoming season, and maybe sometimes it's not a bad idea to take luxury picks, because when you look back, that almost kind of felt like it, because we didn't really feel like we needed a tight end. Cowboys aren't known to take big body defensive tackles, slash nose tackles, run stuffing defensive tackles rather, and uh, and linebackers. I mean, we tend to use premium draft capital, but the fact that Overshown was even there in the third, I mean, that could be the steal of the draft. I know CD Piglet, when he broke down Overshown, he made a pretty bold claim that he thought that in a couple years people could look back at that draft class and go that he might have been the best overall player in that draft class. And I mean, to get him in the third, that'd be amazing. But I want to know what are y'all's thoughts? If y'all didn't see Foots the King's tweet, leave it in the comments. What are your thoughts on the draft class as it stands today? You know, how important do you think that draft class is, or have you given up on that draft class? I know I haven't, but I'd like to know what you guys think. And as always, man, thank you guys for joining me. Make sure to subscribe to the Across the Cowboys YouTube channel. Of course, every Monday night we're coming at you with new content. We want to entertain, most importantly, and inform you guys. So make sure to give a follow to me at Paul Ryan _15, at Mike Crum, aka CD Piglet, and Brendan Smith at Brendan_Smith, all on X, aka Twitter. And hope to see you guys on Monday night. You guys have a good night and a good weekend.